Hi, this is Mark at learnhowtogarden.com, and in today's episode we're doing an update on our asparagus bed that we planted last autumn, and it's to just show you what asparagus looks like when it's emerging. So if you've not seen it before, it's quite easy to weed it out of your bed and you actually pull out what you're trying to grow. If you're not already subscribed to us at Learn How to Garden, there's a link just above the film on the left hand side. That will take you over to Learn How to Garden. Input your email address. It means every time we do one of these update films we can let you know, and it also means that you get the newsletter every month, which is, I think, quite an interesting thing to get. It has various articles that don't appear anywhere else on the web. I'm kneeling on the edge of the asparagus bed in my mum's 10-minute garden, and I've left these weeds so one, you can see how easy they are just to pull out, but the other reason I've left them is if I put my hand here and push this towards me, this thin, tiny sort of slightly purple shoot is the start of your asparagus. That's one. There's one just here emerging, and they don't really look like a lot of other plants. If I bring my hand over here, you may see this one slightly better, and what you're looking for is them emerging somewhere out of the top of our two raised mounds. You can weed this using either a rotter, which is a little hand weeder I love for doing this, or your fingers. And you want to keep the weeds down to stop competition. I left these in here so you could actually see how easy it is to sort of forget or miss what these are. And because they're purple, they're slightly easy to see. If it's normal green asparagus you're growing, it can look just a bit like a weed growing out. I'm going to put a link to this film after the how to grow asparagus because I think it's so very important. We're not going to do anything to this asparagus this year. We're not going to crop any, obviously. We're just going to feed it, nurture it, and next year we might get 1 or 2 spears at this point in time. Later in the year I'll show you what happens to this because it's going to grow really quite tall and quite feathery. Any of you who've seen an asparagus fern, that featheriness is what we'll get. Just to the right, at the end of the bed, you can probably see the sea kale. That's at the end of the perennial bed. That's looking really healthy, really nice. We're going to take 1 or 2 of those leaves, blanch them very quickly, and they will be really tender and really nice to eat. We haven't put the sea kale forces over, which is a bit like rhubarb. We haven't done that to them this year because we want them to get bigger. And obviously it's seaweed just sitting around them because that's what they're used to eating. That's what they're used to feeding on. I say thinking about my stomach as normal. That's a very quick update to show you what your emerging asparagus is going to look like so you don't weed it out. Thanks a lot for watching.